Hello and welcome back to a chip off the old block toys. This is Jeff, and today we've got Yeti with us. And today we're going to start building the city tower. It's Lego set 60473, and it has 1,941 pieces. It is a monstrosity, but a beautiful one. So we're going to go ahead and get started building, and I'm going to switch cameras here. Yeti, how you doing this evening?
I do good. And yourself?
I'm doing just ghetto fabulous.
Ghetto fabulous. It's all Gucci over here, baby.
Super Doom King, how's it going?
What's up, Super Doom King?
Oh boy. So
I'm so happy. Those sets put me over to $150 worth of points. So I have 150 off on and a $20 gift card because of all the Smash boxes.
Oh,
from last month. So that's $170 off on the Arkham Asylum.
That's a sweet deal. That's about half the price, isn't it?
That's a really good deal, though. Yeah.
We'll see here's our first minifigure. It's a grandma police officer with handcuffs, white hair. You know, if Mrs. Chip was here, I would say this is her sig fig. But anyway, all right.
Yeah, that's fucked up. What's up, Italian Gamer?
Yeah, Italian Game, how you doing?
That's messed up, man.
Oh, if she was here, she'd laugh. I don't know. I thought she was going to be here, but I don't know. Maybe she's boycotting me tonight. I don't know.
Hell no, we won't go.
I wouldn't be surprised.
What was that old show back in the 80s? Take this job and shove it. I ain't working.
Oh, that was a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that, huh?
Yeah, I do.
That was one of my favorite songs. Still is.
Well, I think my last employer told me that, though. Anyway.
Damn, that's bad.
Well, I just actually read an article today that the IRS has lost 25% of their employees. So, yeah, I was let go. Well, I wasn't let go. I was released earlier. What do you want to call it? I don't care. I don't have a job. That's all that matters. Who cares what they call it? Oh, Smokey and the Bandit. I love Smokey and the Bandit, my friend.
Heck yeah. I need to rewatch him pretty soon.
I remember my mom used to have a bootleg copy of it, VHS tape.
What's crazy is I have all three of them on Blu-ray. I haven't watched them on Blu-ray yet, and I need to. I want to make sure I get History of the World Part 1. You know, they don't sell a digital copy of that movie. You got to actually order that movie. So I'm going to be looking for a physical copy.
I actually have a History of the World Part 1 on, I think it's DVD, if I remember right.
That's the only thing I found it off of. I'm not paying $150 for the Blu-ray copy.
Smokey and the Bandit 3 was awful.
I haven't watched it. I saw part 1 and I've seen part 2, but I don't think I've ever seen part 3. And if I did, I don't remember it.
I just remember the first one.
If you're wondering what I'm doing tonight, I am actually building that crane. I mean, the bulldozer.
Oh, sweet, man.
And there's no stickers.
No stickers. Oh, Ken says, evening, Jeff. I'm sitting here watching my favorite YouTuber person while on my 30-minute lunch break and getting off at 10:30 instead of 12, but the rest of the week. Okay.
That's good.
All right.
In a way, that's good. Unless if you're not on salary. And getting off at 10:30 is a lot better than 12:30.
So what are you going to do with that extra time?
Sleep. That's what I would do.
Well, if I had an ATM that distributed ones, I know where I'd go. Anyway. I'm just kidding. I've never been to a strip club, guys.
You're not missing much. I was I was worse whenever I was younger. I was worse than what you know me now. You think I'm bad now? No, I'm mild. I've matured a lot. That's just like the other day. Um, I actually made a mature decision on somebody that if I wanted to let them come hang out or not, and then I felt like that person was too immature. And that's for me is like I can't believe the words came out of my mouth.
Oh man.
I'm like, damn it, when did I grow up? He
Well, you
says,
know,
no.
I've learned one thing about growing up, and I'm being serious, man. When I was younger, I used to, I kind of like drama a little bit when I was younger. But now that I'm older, my tolerance for drama does not exist.
I tell you, yeah, when it comes down to drama, yeah, I shall not.
Hey, Miss Chip, I found your sig fig. And if you don't know what a sig fig is, a minifigure that represents you.
It's
And
a
here,
signature minifigure that represents, yeah, exactly.
that's Mrs. Chip, including the handcuffs too, by the way. Um,
Yeah, but you're not gonna like what she does after she puts them on.
she'll probably just leave them on and go shopping with my credit card.
See, you're not gonna like what she's gonna do when she puts them on.
Oh man.
She's a cool grandma.
Oh, she enjoys being a grandma. She had her granddaughter all this last weekend, or one of our granddaughters. Ken, thanks, Matt. He says, "Wow, that's an awesome story, Jeff. I'm blown away from that amazing story. I'm rolling on the floor laughing out loud." I try, and I said that to Yeti, since he's our special guest and a reoccurring special guest, I should say. I have something in honor of Yeti that I'd like to do tonight, and that is I looked up 32 strange. Here we read it. It says 32 strange but true laws in Louisiana.
Oh man, don't tell me that. Oh no, they got some bad ones. They got some real stupid ones too.
They do, and most of these they're not enforced anymore, but all of them are still in the books.
Yep, they're all still in the books, but yeah, they're not enforced.
So the first one,
Oh,
I kind of thought it was odd, and I kind of would like to know the history on this one, how it came about. But it is.
You'd have to look it up.
If you want to eat more than 3 sandwiches at a funeral wake and the host tells you no, you can thank the person who ruined it for everybody else by eating more than their share back when this law was enacted.
I don't know anything about that. I've never even heard that with such a law. That is that's crazy on our part. I don't understand that. Okay.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Yeti, I already did Idaho's. I found like 30 of them for Idaho. I did that a while back, but and I also I had John on here, and John's originally from New Jersey, so I did New Jersey, by the way.
New Jersey.
And Jersey had some strange ones. I remember that. All right, here's another one for you. You can enjoy the company of your snake, and you can enjoy the Mardi Gras parade, but you cannot enjoy both things together within 200 yards of the Mardi Gras parade route. If you attend the parade with your snake,
that
be
was
glad you did.
Of horses. It would freak the horses. The old parades back then, it would freak the horses out whenever they would do parades with horses and floats. They used to do that before the vehicles and stuff like that. So that's the reason why it's not inactive anymore. That actually makes perfect sense. You bring your pet snake to a freaking Mardi Gras because people have pet snakes. I mean, it was out of the normal for people to have it back then, but still, they still had people that did boa constrictors and stuff like that. But it would still freak the horses out, and then it would throw the people off, and that it would cause. They've had a lot of people got hurt and killed over that.
Well, my only question is your mother-in-law considered a snake? Anyway,
I'm not answering that. I'll plead the fifth.
Oh, I wasn't meaning your mother-in-law specifically. I was just meaning mother-in-laws in general. Yeah, open mouth, insert foot. All right. I've got another one for your state, and that is: did you know that if the sound of someone gargling in public angers or otherwise offends you, Louisiana is the place to be because you can call the police on the offending gargler. At least according to the laws you can, but it's no longer enforced.
That is just stupid. Well, I mean, people used to have, it used to be a different society back then because, I mean, if you would offend people back then, they'd shoot you. Because in history of Bro Bridge, they had a corrupt mayor and they hung him in 1952.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Not a mayor, sheriff officer. People didn't play back then. It was a different time. People were really free. So you have to think about like the old West. It's not like it's like with the laws that are being enforced today. There's a lot more restrictions than what we have now than what we had then.
Oh, I agree. And I'm not going to talk about which nonsense, but I can tell you there's a lot of nonsense going on in this world today that would not exist back in the 1800s, for instance.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, not even in the early 19th century when my dad was young. Who knew? In the 30s or the 40s, they wouldn't have put up with this. None of it.
Well, I've got yet another one, and that is it is illegal in New Orleans to tie your alligator to a fire hydrant.
All right. Yeah. Well, and they say Florida got some strange laws. I bet you that's still a law to this day.
That one does not say that it's not enforced anymore, so I'm going to assume that
it is. Okay. Wow. All right. That's some strange laws there. That one's funny, though.
Well, I can just imagine, like, was there like a gator nuisance problem and someone went to City Hall and said, actually, this is a state law. So, I mean, they went to the state legislators and they're like, hey, we got to pass a law. We don't need this anymore.
The reason why they hunt gators is because we're overpopulated with them. It's bad. It really is out here. That's the reason why they hunt them. But I never knew people had them as, well, I guess they have them as pets. There are alligator farms, too. There are alligator farms. You can actually go to an alligator farm down here. It's weird. I tell you.
Well,
I'm good.
I kind of wish Greg was here because Greg has actually sent me pictures of him walking home and on a road overpass is an alligator or a crocodile. I'm not sure which one, but I've asked him about it, and he tells me that they pretty much leave you alone. They'll be there.
Yeah, they'll leave you alone. Hey, Scotty.
Yeah, how you doing, Scott?
This pertains him too. Speaking of New Orleans.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Yeah, that's not my area. I mean, you can't tie. It's illegal for you to tie your alligator up to a fire hose in New Orleans, to a fire hydrant in New Orleans, got it? Man, y'all got some weird ass laws out there on your end.
Actually, this next one is for just New Orleans, and it's if you're gonna pass out drunk in New Orleans, be careful how you land. According to today's laws, you could be arrested for being passed out drunk anywhere in public, but there was a time when it was just a fine as long as you didn't block anybody else's path.
That's crazy. That sounds about right.
So, Scotty, I decided to do something to honor
I
being
don't know
on
if
here.
this is honoring me, but okay.
So, I looked up strange and weird laws of Louisiana just so I could read them while he's on here.
I could have told you which parish to look up, and you could have done that because all parishes are different with their laws.
Now, isn't a parish like a county out there?
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. We just call them parishes. I think there might be some slightly differences, but not really a lot.
Okay. Louisiana's under Napoleon. Yeah, that is true because we bought it from Napoleon because the Napoleonic Wars was bankrupting them, and they decided they didn't want to defend it, so they sold it to us for pretty much dirt cheap, really.
I don't think my family
had a purchase.
Yeah, I don't think my family was here at that point, but I don't know.
Okay. Here's a law that's not enforced anymore, but we're going to go into it anywhere. Anyway.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
You all right? You having a stroke?
I think Mrs. Chips won't get strokes anyway.
Damn. Bless your heart.
Yeah, well, you know. Multi-gasm geek. Awesome. I love the name, dude.
What's a multi-gasm geek?
Right there in the comments.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know him? Okay.
I don't. Yeah, he's been through my chat before. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Somewhere. I don't remember.
Well, I got another one for you in the Bayou State, and that is your goatee has to be kept private unless you first pay a special license fee.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Bruh.
You can try to invoke this law if you want a loved one to shave, but chances are you won't get very far since it's no longer enforced.
That's good, though. I mean, bro, I'd laugh at him.
And this next one,
I wouldn't follow that.
Well, this next one I want to share with you, I got a good kick out of it when I read it because I could literally picture in my head why this one is necessary. And hey, John, how you doing?
What's up, John?
So this one, oh my gosh, I think of the Roadrunner. In addition to these laws in Louisiana, you are legally prohibited from daring a friend to lay down on railroad tracks that are owned by somebody else. The law does allow you to dare someone to lay on their own railroad tracks, though.
All right. Boy, that's some drunk shit. I'm telling you. That's them drunks. Hey, Mr. Savoy, you old drunk.
Well, I think personally what it was is the hospital was probably running out of places to hide the limbs, so they had to pass that law.
Mm-hmm.
Scott says he'd be in trouble with that one. The goatee. Okay, not the railroad tracks. Okay.
Uh-huh. I think a lot of us would be in Louisiana, especially if they would do that stupid stuff today. If they would enforce that stupid law, that's a dumb law. Okay, that's just some special education. Good.
Now, this one's still on the books, but it is not enforced, is what it says. And this one, I still think is necessary. If you're a woman, you're not allowed to drive in New Orleans unless your husband is waving a flag in front of your car while you're driving.
Damn. I guess we can't go to New Orleans no more, Tiff.
It's still on the books, but not enforced.
That's sexy. That's so oh, bro, that one's bad. Good, that was bad. That was bad. Jeff trying to get himself canceled.
Well, I just wonder what the heck happened to make people feel justified in passing such a law.
Well, maybe back then because women weren't allowed to drive at one point. Maybe that law depends on what year that law was made and when it was enforced. Just depends. My husband might get run over. My Chip.
Yeah, when Mrs. Chip says, I'll hit that, it means something else.
That's all, folks. That's no bueno. No bueno.
Scott, if female drivers had that little Home Depot flag person with them, this world would be a lot safer. Oh, man.
I'm going to hell. You're going to hell. Oh, bad. You're making me laugh at that. That's wrong. Good, that's bad. My wife's not a bad driver.
Oh, mine's not either. She's only had like 15 accidents in the last 30 years. That's all.
Holy shit.
I'm exaggerating. But anyway, yeah. I have no idea how many accidents she's had. I really don't. I won't keep track, but
mine's only had 3 so far in her whole entire life, and they were never her fault. They weren't, really. There was always somebody hitting.
Scott says it's funny because it's true. All right, so here's some rapid fire ones.
Y'all gonna have targets on y'all back.
Sometimes I feel like I already do.
I already do. I know I do. I'm not stupid. I just don't want y'all to be in the same boat as me. Because since I'm a friend, so I care,
All right, so this is laws that Louisianians clearly are not following today. You may be surprised at how strange Louisiana laws prohibit common things that happen every day in our state, or at least during Mardi Gras. The following laws are proof that there's always been people who use the law to try to stop the rest of us from having a good time. Okay, here's the first one. Statewide, fake wrestling matches are prohibited.
Holy shit, no wonder why we haven't seen WWE in a long time.
You gotta even think about that. Is that why WWF went away?
Well, they had to because the feds stepped in and then they sued them because the WWF, whenever the .com first started coming out, WWF was wildlife fishery, so people kept getting confused with their website. So WWF got changed out in the early 2000s to WWE.
Yeah, but I used to like the WWF SmackDown.
And that's when they first started out. That's over. We have to move on, Chip. We have to move on. Oh, this is
all right.
Piece.
Well, this one's for Scott.
They got a new part in here. It's a big fence piece.
Well, it's illegal to throw Mardi Gras beads from a third-story window.
Well, that's out here, too, because the fact is we have Mardi Gras parades all through the state. You don't just have them in New Orleans. That's just like people think all Cajuns come from New Orleans, and that's not true. They come from my side. Because the first settlers were out here in the Acadiana village where we have the first village. It's a misconception.
Well, Scott asks a question. He says, so I can have a real wrestling match in your backyard. I'm no legal expert. I'm just a random guy on YouTube, but according to this, it sounds like it'd be okay. All right. So
they did have a lot of backyard wrestling out here. Yeah, they did. Hell, if you gotta worry about where you tie your alligator up and what's lawful and what's not lawful, I mean, come on. That's the reason why we're called couillons for a reason, man. We crazy out here, bro. Why you think we're so nice? You think we're sane?
Oh,
Man,
man.
we some couillon douillons. That's the reason why they call us coon asses. And that's a term of endearment.
So you're trying to say keep it classy?
That's classy. That's really classy.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
so they're starting to use the Batman belts for the construction workers, like a tool belt.
stay classy, San Diego.
Say classy. No, my favorite one is whenever old boy on Anchor, man. Whenever he reads the teleprompter and he says, "And good night," and go blink yourself, San Francisco.
Yeah, and then he gets fired, even though he was just reading the cue card.
Right? He's not gonna understand. Don't do that.
Somehow I get a feeling that the majority of men that watched it because Christina Applegate was in there.
I watch for Will Ferrell because Will Ferrell makes me laugh.
Oh, okay.
I watched it for her. I mean, I had a thing for her back in the day, but I liked her in Bad Moms. That was funny. That movie was funny. That movie was raunchy as hell, but it was funny.
Yeah, she was I always liked her in Married with Children.
Yeah. That's Kelly.
Well, there's yet another law that it is illegal to throw objects at a parade float, and it's also illegal to throw condoms from a parade float.
My God. Is that still active?
That one is still active.
Oh my God. Well, that's good to know. Don't throw anything at the parade float. Don't throw condoms, kids. Oh my God.
I think some of our kids may need condoms thrown at them, but anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
I always think it's mean when I'm on Facebook and somebody writes down a condom would have prevented this host.
I laugh at that. That's funny. All it would have took was one condom, and we wouldn't be in the situation we're in. You can't throw condoms off the parade, but you can pass them out. Yeah, there you go. God bless Christina Applegate. She had a rough road ahead of her. Yeah, man. All joking aside with Christina Applegate, bro, she's bad off.
What happened?
She has a disease, bro. I think she has Lou Gehrig's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know that. I haven't seen her in anything in years.
Yeah, that's the reason why. The last thing she did was Bad Moms 2 and that Christmas one. And that was the last movie that she did.
Well, dang.
I like Bad Moms. I always watch it. It's bad.
So here's the deal, guys. I hope you guys don't live in the city limits there, because statewide in Louisiana, within any city limits, it is illegal to practice voodoo.
Okay. I'm not going to be doing that, but okay.
So if you're out in the country,
it really is. It really is. People actually believe in that stuff, man. Like, all joking aside, they have, like, bro, like the Rougarou, that's like the Cajun werewolf. There's myths and stuff like that. Like, we even have our own gargoyles and stuff, like the swamp mysteries and stuff like that. So yeah, they got a lot of beliefs out here, man. A lot of crazy stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that happens on that bayou that we can't explain.
well, I remember
I don't mess around with the unknown.
About 20 years ago, I remember a story from Jamaica that there were American tourists that went there, and there were people that practiced voodoo that told Americans that they performed a spell which made their penis shrink and that if they didn't pay them, eventually their penis would disappear. And people were stupid enough to pay that crap.
Hey, you might be doing some people a favor. What's up, Greg? Hey, they pay for that. People do all the time, dude. People do that all the time. Not many people, but here do still practice voodoo. Yep, I know they do. If they catch you, it's illegal, but
Yeah, I figured.
they don't
I figured
consider
this
voodoo a religion. So if y'all try to say that it's protected under the mat of religion, it's not. And they don't consider it.
Well,
Our government does not recognize it as that, so it's not protected by the First Amendment of the United States of America. Okay? Okay.
well, the trick is if you get caught, you just throw a hex real quick before they cuff you. Anyway.
Special.
All right.
I practice my voodoo outside city limits. There you go. Go in the bayou. Go play with them alligators.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so New Orleans Saints fans may also be surprised to find out that in Louisiana, it's a crime for fans at a sporting event to insult or disparage the players.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that was enforced. It doesn't say whether it is or isn't on that one.
Don't sound like that would be something that would be enforced.
Somehow, I don't see that one being enforced anymore.
No. That's still crazy. You can't talk shit to the players.
It's like F you. Oh, you on to jail?
Right?
Your batting average sucks. I can't believe you fumbled that one.
Bro.
And okay, so this is a section called Strange Small Town Louisiana Laws that are still on the books.
Oh, here you go.
Okay, so in the town of Sulphur, it's illegal to be an alcoholic.
Well, I'm illegal then. Well, actually, believe it or not, that's where my family's from.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's where my dad was born out there, and then they moved around so much at one point until they ended up in Scott, Louisiana, and then they ended up back over there in Lake Charles, around Lake Charles areas into the Sulphur area. Mm-hmm. That's all of that right there is plants, like for oil field industry. That's all oil field, and I mean oil field. You got the processing plants, plastic is made. You got all kind of stuff down there. They process it and make it. What's up, Will?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Sulphur is like 40 minutes away from me. It's an hour and 45. My dad wanted to move out here so he could do the fishing. And he did. He became a fishing guide and everything. He even took Alan Jackson out on the wall.
Okay.
Yep.
Michael Jackson did not come over to my house to use the bathroom, but his sister did.
No, I'm not lying about that. That was a big thing. My dad did a show. He was a fishing guide for a show on Fox 15 that would come on every Saturday morning at 7:30. It was called The Great Outdoors with Kim Kennard. My dad was a fishing guide. So they hired him out to do the show for Monday. Like he'd go out all week long, and they would he'd catch fish for him and stuff like that. So they would present it and stuff like that. The show was actually Hollywood style, basically. But my dad would find where the fish were at and stuff like that. He would be the finder for him. And one time they got to take Alan Jackson out.
Well, that's cool. I was just making fun of Goonies because that was the line.
I know that. I've heard that. I've heard that expression. I heard it the other night whenever I showed Rylan. Rylan wanted to watch the Goonies, so we watched the Goonies.
Goonies never say die.
Well, you can't forget the other sayings, too, about I love when he calls the sheriff to let him know about the Fratellis. And,
yeah, and they don't believe his ass.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, just like about the time when the Iranians took over Pizza Hut and ate their weight in pizza. Like, oh, my gosh, the stories he told them. That's crazy.
Right? I was laughing whenever they said that. No.
No, I want to play the violin. Oh, I think okay. So there's a lot of good part of Goonies, but my absolute, if you ask me what my favorite scene was, that's the part where they capture Chunk and they've got the blender going, and they're like, "Okay, kid,
I'm gonna put your hand in there, kid.
yeah, tell me everything, everything."
Well, whenever I was,
Yeah.
and he just sat there and listened to that kid confess his whole life, bro. And that dude at the end, the one that tries to sing, one of the brothers that sings, you know him. He's like, man, I'm going to like this kid.
Yeah, I love the two brothers' reaction. One is like completely horrified, the other one's laughing.
Oh, that movie's such a great classic.
And the worst thing I ever did was I went to this movie theater on the balcony and I made some fake puke, and I started making this sound like, "Ugh, ugh."
And then everybody started, you know, he's a health fitness lawyer, right? Chung, the guy who played Chung. You know, I saw something the other day. I saw Sean Ashton actually visiting the Goonies house because the guy has it as a museum now. The new owner, which thank God is into a fan and not into an asshole like it was. And I'm sorry for the language, but that's true. That guy would run people off, call the cops on him. People would be trying. I mean, I'm sorry. You buy a famous house like that, come on, man. You know what you're getting into. You're gonna have people coming wanting to take pictures and stuff like that. So the guy ended up turning it into a museum, basically, for the Goonies. And so the house is still a stand and it's being taken care of. And Sean Astin went over there the other day, and that's whenever Rylan saw it. Rylan was like, "So that movie's from how long?" 1984. And when I told him, he's like, "Oh, that's really a long time ago." Like, bro, shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, I was 4 years old when that came out. Dang it.
Yes, dude.
And Robert Davey is the GOAT. Who was Robert Davey? Is that Sloth?
Yeah. Wait, isn't it Robert Davey the Chung?
Is it Chunk?
I wonder how overpriced the Goonies Lego set will be. Probably not bad. They're saying somewhere between $200 to $300 for like over 3,000 something pieces. So like $299.99. I'm planning on getting that one after the first of the year. Yeah, I might get unless if I can swing it around Christmas, but I doubt that. Usually I take my checks and that I devote it to the kids, and I don't usually buy Lego in December at all.
That is a place I'd like to go visit because not only is the Goonie house there, but the elementary school that Kindergarten Cop was shot at is like literally a block away from the Goonie house.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. The Karen that owns the Breaking Bad house. Do you know I actually got to see that house because my friend video called me in front of it. Yeah, he was my gaming buddy. He still is, but I mean we don't play video games as often as we used to and stuff like that. Well, anyways, yeah, he was my gaming buddy for like 10 years. Well, anyways, he lived out there in right there where Rio Cucamonga, and that's where the house is. It's out there by Albuquerque, and that it's in that area. So I got to actually see it with my own two eyes from a video call that he did off of Facebook. He did a FaceTime. So well, that was pretty cool getting to see it without actually having to go over there.
That's pretty cool, man.
Too bad they didn't find any money under there. Under the house, boy, I'd be digging in that house. I'd be digging. Trying to find any movie memorabilia and stuff like that people will pay high dollar for, and then it'll pay off the house.
Now, you know the character from Breaking Bad. I forget his name in the movie in the show, but he's Also in The Mandalorian as Gideon.
Oh yeah. You're talking about the guy who owns the restaurants.
Yes.
Yeah, big dog.
Now, do you want to know a true to life story about him?
Sure.
Yeah. Did you know that he was so depressed before he got that role that he actually considered ending himself?
Damn, really?
Yeah, because he had tried and tried and to make it big, and he just wasn't making it, and he got real frustrated, and he was gonna actually off himself, but then he found out that his life insurance would not pay out his family if he did, and so
Kind of glad he didn't.
yeah, no. So what was really funny was the role came out, and when he got the role, they wanted him to play a part of somebody who was unseen, but part of the movie,
Oh, it's one
part of the show. And when he did that, he said, when his agent called him, he was like, I feel like I've been unseen my whole life. I think I could do well. And so he accepted the part. And at first, his part was supposed to be really minor in the show, but he did such a great job at playing the role. They expanded his role and wrote some things in there that were not originally in there just to include him more.
That's cool.
And of course, now we know he's very successful. So.
Okay, Robert Davis played Jake. He was one of the brothers, the Vitellis. He was the guy that was singing with the hat, the one that had the hair, not the one that was in the Matrix. Like Joe Pantolino, I think it is.
Fratelli.
It was Francis Fratelli. Then they had Mama Fratelli.
I love the Mom and Goonies when they find the water.
No, I love what Corey Feldman tells to that housekeeper.
Oh yeah.
The cocaine, the marijuana goes here.
Yeah. And no books
about the attic, because man, that was messed up what he said was in the attic, bro.
Yes, Mr. Walsh's sex torture devices or whatever. I can't remember, but yeah. That was something else, man. It's good though. I like that movie.
All right.
Oh yeah, and if you do a bad job, they'll lock you in the closet and feed you very little water, la cucarachas.
Bruh, my microwave's spinning for no reason and it's not even on.
Oh really?
The plate that's inside of it was spinning and she's all freaked out right now.
Do you know what it means to spin plates?
No.
Hey, Spencer. Oh, you're gonna feed him some bacon, huh?
Corey Feldman is also a gold. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be watching the Lost Boys pretty soon.
Oh man, that's good.
That's a damn good movie, man. I like the Lost Boys movie. The first one, I liked the second one. The third one was kind of cheesy, but I still liked it because it was Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman was actually in it, so I just wish Corey Haim would still be alive.
No, which one was Corey Haim?
Come on, you should know that one. That's the blonde-headed one. The Coreys, yeah, Corey Feldman. Let me think of another movie. Lost Boys.
Okay, I don't think I have to look them up.
I thought he was in this movie. Maybe it was the other movie that they were both in. I thought he was in this one. No, he was Edgar Frog. Literally, that's his name in the movie Corey Feldman. What's the movie that I'm thinking? He was in Stand By Me with Corey Feldman.
Okay.
He was in License to Drive. They both were in. Well, both of them were in the Goonies. I didn't know that. He must have played a cameo. He's a part of Gremlins too. I don't remember him being in Gremlins. Maybe he was one of the voices of one of the Gremlins.
What do you think of that Gizmo Gremlin coming out?
I love it. I can't wait to get it. I don't know if I'm gonna get Wally and Eve right away, but I do want that day one.
Gizmo Caca.
I think I've seen that movie at least about 100 times. I love the first one and the second one. The one where they're in New York, that one's funny.
Yeah, Stripe. I mean, even though he was a puppet, Stripe looked very appropriately evil in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at this subway car, I definitely want more of them because I want to put a whole bunch in my city.
Corey Haim was Sam in the Lost Boy movie.
Okay.
He was Sam.
So they don't say Haynes until I say they say Haynes?
Ham. Sam.
Or is it Fruit of a Loom because it fits?
Hey, believe it or not, Fruit of a Loom in the United States used to be made in my backyard, basically. We used to have this place called Akro-Mils, and they would make them. So I'd get all the cool Bugs Bunny and the Fruit of a Loom T-shirts because when the Looney Tunes in the '90s started teaming up with Fruit of a Loom, I got all that. Are you getting the Game Boy yet? Yes, I am getting the Game Boy. I don't know when I'm getting it, but I am getting it. I do want it because I have the Nintendo, and I do want the Game Boy. I think the Game Boy is a fair price.
So I think I know why that plant next to you had to close for the Fruit of the Loom.
They all went to Mexico.
Oh, that's not what I heard.
Well, I don't know. Then maybe I thought the jobs moved to Mexico for cheaper employment.
Oh, no, I heard there was an accident on the freeway and the 18-wheeler overturned.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, it left all of them with skid marks, so they had to throw it away.
Bruh. They put out, what's the sad part about it? I don't mean to bring it down, but sad part, whenever that plant closed, they laid over 3,000 people off in one day. It was more than that because they had like 20 plants in Louisiana. You can make a killer for that. That was oil money back then in those days. You can make like $1,000 in a week working over there at that plant.
Well, I don't mean to get political, so I'm not going to argue the politics of it. But I'm old enough to remember when NAFTA agreement was signed, and I just kind of knew when they did it that it was going to be bad. And a lot of jobs did go to Mexico because of that. I mean, Ford opened plants down there. I mean, there's a lot of places that move their crap down there.
Yep. You ain't lying, brother. You ain't just whistling Dixie.
Okay, well, got a couple more for you. These next two are in Jefferson Parish. I have no idea where that's at, but
that's above Scotty.
All right.
Wait, where is it at?
Jefferson Parish.
Well, Jefferson Davis is where New Orleans is at. It's a part of New Orleans. If it's Jefferson Davis or Jefferson.
Scott says he lives in Jefferson. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Scott, you want to listen up then, because these two laws pertain to you.
Poor Scotty, what did I do?
Minors are not allowed to go to businesses with coin-operated machines unless they're accompanied by an adult.
That gotta be out of date. Cause dude, the stuff that they would let us do. Hell, I could go into stores with a note, bringing out a fifth of Crown Royal for my dad, and a pack of cigarettes whenever I was like 6 or 7 years old from a local grocery store. I remember they had an episode of one of those kids shows whenever I was little where a girl got a cigarette and she literally lit it up and actually started smoking it on a television show.
Yeah, I mean, my next door neighbor's mom, Debbie, used to send me and Ryan, her son, to 7-Eleven, and we used to be able to buy cigarettes. She'd just give us a little note, go with it, and they let us walk out with cigarettes. So, yeah, I remember those days.
I love the Breakfast Club, Greg. Don't you forget about me. Man, you got what's her name from Short Circuits in that. That's one of the first movies she's done. But she did that movie then Short Circuit. But yeah. Stephanie.
Oh, I love Breakfast Club, man. That was a good one.
Input, more input.
I want to be an airborne ranger. Anyway,
I don't want to sing that. I don't want to be an airborne ranger. You know what the hell they put you through? I was one. What the hell you gotta go through? What kind of hell you put your body through? You know, I was glad that I was young because I could not do that now. Even if I would be back in shape, there's no way in hell. Mm-mm.
well,
I don't want to be.
I can understand that. And there's one more for Jefferson Parish.
Oh, bless my heart.
And it is forbidden for anybody to pour a drink on the ground at a drive-in movie. You're also, get this, you're also not allowed to feed your hogs garbage unless you cook it first in Jefferson Parish.
Wow.
I guess that was 3.
Well, I mean, I can understand pouring your drink down on a drive-through movie theater, but we don't have those anymore. But still, it's actually illegal. I think it's illegal. I think they actually passed a law to where they made them outlawed them, and they had to be put in a building. But I can understand that. I mean, you wouldn't want to walk with soda all over and getting that all into your vehicles and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah.
Especially Coca-Cola and that back then, whenever cocaine was actually in Coca-Cola. That's bad.
And by the way, I cannot pronounce this. It's Carencro.
Carencro?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's where my wife's from. That's Carencro.
Okay, well, it's illegal to have cowbells. They're banned in that city.
That's bullshit because I've seen them. There's cows out there. I'm not joking. There's cattle ranches out there.
Well, I seriously doubt if it's enforced.
It ain't enforced. That's a joke. They might have had that because I mean, Carencro's right there. It's like if you're in the city, but you're not really in the city. It's weird. And believe it or not, you can go through Scott and Carencro and Lafayette in under 3 minutes in one spot in Carencro on a back road because where the property lines all meet up. Some weird stuff, bro.
Well, I'm gonna do one more in Louisiana, and then we'll leave it alone. And that is in the town of Rain, trick-or-treating is prohibited if you're over the age of 14.
That's still enforced now.
Yeah.
That's enforced due to the fact is of grown kids beating up little kids and taking their candy.
I was never one of those people. I never did that.
I wouldn't do that. I'd actually hurt somebody if I saw them do that.
I might have to plead the fifth on that.
I was more of the anti-establishment instead of taking the kids' candy. Now, I could understand if you had beef with somebody. That's different. I don't know if I'd want to steal their candy though. But then again, it's each to your own. We all do things that are not always good. Because if we did everything right, we'd be perfect. Yeah, and none of us are perfect.
Well, you know, I
Except
think
for
I
Scotty.
Huh?
Except for Scotty. You're gonna kick my ass.
Well, early in our marriage, when Mrs. Chip used to point out my faults, I used to tell her, "Well, I need something to keep me from being translated to heaven by noon tomorrow." That was my response to her criticizing me.
Well, stupid is, stupid does, eh, Jeff?
It got a rise out of her. She got mad.
Damn shame. That's a good thing, though. You gotta spice up the sparks in the bedroom sometimes. No, I'm joking. You gotta spice up your life when you're like thousands of miles away. Language, young lady. Hey, language. Not nice. She bad. She cursing in there. Got a mouth like a sailor. You kiss your mama with that mouth.
I do like Scott says that's right. If nobody's perfect, then I'm nobody. Okay.
You're somebody to me, Scott. If you wouldn't be, I wouldn't hang out with you. Facts are facts.
All right, I got a joke for you.
Oh, bless my heart.
And it says your mama's so old, her birth certificate just says expired.
Damn. I didn't know birth certificates did, but okay. In living color, you can do what you want to do. You can buy the box set for like under $30 right now.
You know something? Greg asked a good question. Any weird laws in my area? Probably because this place is like, I think they said it's 75-80% Mormon here. So I could imagine.
I can just about imagine.
It's probably illegal to marry your second cousin, but it's okay to marry your first cousin. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, probably. They like to keep it in the family. No, I'm just joking.
Hey, man, I'm just joking around. But yeah, I mean, you know.
To keep it in the family.
I'll look it up, Greg. Actually, that's a good one. Let me.
We have the Mormon Church coming after our asses. Shut up.
I don't know. I'd probably laugh if they did, though.
Dude, I think it would be funny. You got your bicycle shorts on? Stop, man. That's wrong.
I'd be like, hey, man, I've got my multiple marriage licenses. I'm good. Sorry.
That's terrible.
I was planning. They'd probably say something like, alcohol is banned from buying it on Sunday, and I'd be like, it's okay, fellas. I was just bringing it home for the wives. I mean, sorry.
Love are all in the family. I thought we talked about that one already. Love Archie Bunker, man. God, he was such a good actor. Him and the actress that played Edith, and all the actors in there was actually good. Even the idiot, I don't care for too much, Rob, I call him an idiot. But the meathead, it was good. It was a good show. I felt like that show broke a lot of barriers in that for people. I mean, look, we got the Jeffersons from it.
Oh, I love the Jeffersons, man.
I did too, man. Hell yeah. I used to love the Cosby Show until what happened, Cosby's were a big thing back in the 80s. I remember that.
I heard that getting dinner from Bill Cosby also included a free complimentary sleepover.
He comped the bed for you.
Sorry, that's probably gonna get me banned right there. Stanford and Sons was good too. I love that one.
You know, oh, I love Red Fox. Elizabeth, I'm coming.
Have you guys ever seen his stand-up routine?
Oh, hell yeah. My dad, believe it or not, my dad showed me Red Fox. My dad's the one that showed me, why, certainly, Mo. Even though I did think Shep was funnier, a lot of people hate me for saying that, but I'm going to protest and I'm going to die with my grave because I thought Chef was a lot funnier than Curly. Curly was very comedic, you know, but Shep had a different style of comedy with them all together.
Well, yeah. I mean, Curly was more like the quiet one.
Oh, yeah.
And my dad and I, we used to watch the Three Stooges. My dad had a few of them on VHS tapes, and those were good.
I have the entire collection on DVD.
Oh, awesome!
I have it, man. I had to pay. When I found it, I said, man, I got to buy this. And I did a night, and, you know, it just reminisce on hearing my dad laugh because my dad did not like comedies. He did not like the buffoons. He didn't like any of that stuff. He thought it was all stupid. But when you made, you know, you had to be really funny to make my dad laugh. And Red Fox, that man would have him, he would actually cry, laugh watching him.
But I mean, I can't say a lot of it because I'm getting kicked off of YouTube.
Oh, no. No. You know, I have the Sanford and Son box set.
Well, have you seen that episode where his son gets a ticket and Red Fox tries to talk?
Oh, yeah. I can't say that enough. Man, you got enough planks in there to make a Tarzan.
Yeah. That's the part I'm thinking about. You ever arrest white people? Where are they?
Where are they, bro?
All right, Greg, by special request, I do have Idaho pulled up here. And the first strange law we're going to start with in Idaho is that in Pocatello, which is only 45 minutes from me, in fact, my dad grew up there. Well, partially. They moved to Salt Lake. But anyway, in Pocatello, it's illegal to not smile while in public. I didn't know you could force people to smile, but okay.
Give me some of that good. I'll laugh all day. No, I'm joking.
Just go to the weed dispensary. You'll be all right. Or go forage for mushrooms, one of the two.
It's like that one meme, one little AI skit I saw where he says, I ain't no blank. And he took like 12 freaking gummies that were like 1,000 milligrams a piece. He was lawnmowing his living room. He said something about the HOA is going to take his house away or something like that, bro. I was like, damn. Bro, some of that AI generated stuff, dude. Did you hear how they keep failing with AI? They release AI for a little bit, and then it always wants to like dominate or control or destroy. Like, y'all didn't learn anything from Terminator. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, Terminator. That's yeah.
Well, I mean, what the internet is. I mean, if it would take over the internet, the AI bot would take over the internet. What would you think it would be? Skynet. I mean, there's a real life cosmetic company called Umbrella from Resident Evil, bro. Like, what?
Well, here's an ingenious move, and I read about this. I don't know about it firsthand, but supposedly there's some guys who set up some AI models, and they have their own fan page, and it's all AI, and they make more money than the real women.
Yeah, I did hear that. That's very true, believe it or not. And they're making millions of dollars off of that, and that's crazy, bro.
Well, Yeti, you want to start a business? Oh, right.
For real? I don't know, man. That's blood money.
Yeah, I agree. I don't. I think anybody who pays for that stuff is stupid. I'm sorry.
You desperate.
Or paying for somebody's farts in a jar. I mean, come on, really?
Or bath water. Oh, fart girl had to stop. She almost died.
Well, I think they did an episode of her on Beavis and Butthead. My name is Cornholio. Anyway.
Yeah. I am the great Cornholio. You got TV for me, bungo. Find the right candles at Walmart. You get the fort for free. Oh, dude, I saw the CMFs today at my Walmart. If my check would have been in, I'd have bought all 12 of them today. I'm going back tomorrow and I'm going to get all 12 of the CMFs if they're still there.
Awesome. So, what is your favorite character out of this CMF?
I have no clue. I just want them.
Okay. All right. Well, fair enough, I guess.
I like the werewolf. That's the one that I did see. It's the Rougarou. I want a couple of the Rougarous. I think the spider Rougarou is going to look cool in my city. You know how to defeat a Rougarou? It's not a regular werewolf.
Really?
If somebody actually knows who you are, and they can tell you, and they say your real name, it breaks the curse of the Rougarou. That is a real Cajun folktale. We have vampires. There's a bunch of folktales, especially out there in New Orleans, about vampires, man. The occult, big out there on that.
Well, also a true story. People thought they were they thought they were sighting Bigfoot in Ohio, and then they just found out that my mother-in-law quit shaving her armpits.
Your mother-in-law must think you're funny, or you would be dead.
Well, it ain't right of me. I'm not really making fun of her because she's actually passed on. I don't know. I guess when I say stuff like that, I'm not really making fun of my mother-in-law.
Oh, you're not making fun of yours. You're just making fun of in general.
Yes, how mother-in-laws have that stigma of just being mean and nasty people.
I kind of figured where you were going with the sentence.
Yeah, I'm not actually talking about my real mother-in-law.
I think I will be the first series of collectible minifigures that I actually collect and don't open. Wow, really? I'm opening mine. I want them open. Yeah.
There was a Walmart that I saw the day that I had that procedure done. My friend Brent was driving me home, or actually we were driving back to his house actually, but we stopped at a Walmart, and they had those characters out early, and he bought some, and they rang right up.
Oh yeah, you can get them at Walmart if they put them out early. You can always get them. Unless if it's 2/4 into the date, then it'll come up on their register. But usually, yeah, they'll usually sell them. That's how I got a couple of the Speed Champ series early. I got all the F1 cars pretty much at Walmart. No, I bought those at Lego. I bought those off of it. I needed the points. Well, I'm glad to save my points because now I get that Arkham Asylum, for dirt cheap.
I personally think that now that they've done the F1 cars, they need to do the FU cars.
Oh my goodness. The FU cars.
Bless your heart.
No. This was Shanty Baby. That was even worse.
All right, so we've got
mother-in-law is a southern mother. They up so bad. Oh yeah, they're kicking your ass. Bless you. Oh, I'm not about getting Lego early. I'd rather
Greg,
wait for my points before double points. Heck yeah, buddy. So that's just like I'm debating right now if I want to order that set tomorrow or wait for the 8th until the GWP comes out. Because it's a Sega controller.
well, I have to say, Greg, thanks for clearing that up for me. I always thought my mother-in-law just couldn't count past 5.
You get your ass whooped. That was funny. That was funny. That one's good.
Oh,
She said things she can pass. She can count past 5. That's a thing. She. That's terrible. Okay, that's just bad. That's bad.
You know, since I've been joking around a lot, and I don't want people to think that I hate my mother-in-law, she has passed on. But I will say one thing about her, that a really positive thing, because I do got to pay her tribute because I've been putting a lot of jokes out there. My mother-in-law for years was a special ed teacher for high school, and that takes a very unique person.
Yeah,
that kind of stress.
Yeah.
So there's my positive remark right there. Now back to the regular programming.
After these messages. You know, I try every now and again to set up a Saturday type morning cartoon type shindig over here. It's just not the same.
Did you hear what one group said to the other?
No, not really.
Yeah, it said we better get some support soon, or people will think we're nuts.
Wow. Good night, Mrs. Chip.
Good night, Miss Chip. And there's I've got another one, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. If police think people are having sex inside of a parked vehicle, they must honk their horn 3 times and then wait a full 2 minutes before they approach the vehicle.
All right. Yeah.
So, I mean, I know Mrs. Chip left. I wish she wouldn't have, because I was going to ask her how many times has she heard the police honk his horn. Anyway,
Go get you.
I'm not accusing her of anything. I'm just asking. That's all.
I'm not accusing. This is no judgment.
Yeah, that's right. This is no judgment.
No judgment. We listen and we don't judge.
Why is it that after they say that, they say the most messed up crap?
Oh, bro, that's funny. I think it's funny, especially when one that went viral recently. He calls himself Duck, and he was doing it with his family. And he used to be a Vine content creator. Well, anyways, they did that in front of their mom, and the mama looked like she was about to have a heart attack because of one of the girls, what they told her. Bro, like, damn, I can't repeat what she said, but it was bad. Funny.
Well, I watched a video last night. I can't remember whose channel it was on, but it was actually kind of really funny because the sister titled it "How to Call Your Sister Out for Being a Slut Without Calling Her a Slut."
Oh, damn.
And what she did, get this, on her birthday, her sister put together a video of all of her sister's previous boyfriends wishing her a happy birthday. And the video just kept going on and on and on.
Wow. 140s.
Well, we got one more bag after this one that we're going to do, and then we're going to call it quits for the night.
And oh yeah.
Okay, I don't know how this one can be enforced, but this is law that is still on the books. But like I said, enforcement's going to be a problem, and here it is. In Idaho, it's illegal for a snake to bite a human on a Sunday, except if it's snowing outside.
Okay, they're playing God.
Yeah, I don't know what they're playing there. Smoking a little something while they're at it. That's what
Smoking that ganja.
I just don't get it. How are you going to stop a snake from biting anybody, really?
I have no clue. Your guess is as good as mine, buddy. Bruh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20.
Is this like that? Yeah, Sesame Street 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
No, this is me counting out. I'm doing chain mesh right now, and it's 52. It's 52 a piece,
Oh, dang.
and I'm trying to make sure I'm not messing this up. But man, they give you a lot of extra chain mesh.
So is that considered someone yanking your chain?
Maybe.
I was asking for a friend.
I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were, buddy.
All right, guys, one more bag and we're going to call it good for the night. Oh, dang.
This thing is badass.
What is it? What are you building again?
The bulldozer, the new one.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the one I'm building tomorrow.
Really?
Tomorrow morning. I think it is. I'll have to double. Let me look real quick. There's my file. Yep, yellow bulldozers tomorrow.
You got two?
No, yellow bulldozer. I'm sorry, I didn't say two. Did I? If I
Yeah.
did,
I'm like, damn, you bought two. He flexing. They were expensive for what you got, but I see why it's so expensive. A lot of new elements to this.
Well, in Idaho, it is illegal to sleep in a dog kennel.
No, I wouldn't know about that, but okay.
Well,
people really have problems with that out there?
apparently so. No one I know out here, but
Not that you know.
I guess if you're a little low on rent money, you just put a kennel outside and
Bro,
protect you from the wildlife. I don't know.
it might. They get like 4 extra pieces of this chain mesh. They don't need it. That's weird.
Oh, here's a weird one.
I counted this one right.
So in Idaho, it's illegal for an attorney to charge a widow for moving a piano from a room to another room in the same house.
Okay.
I didn't know attorneys were in the business of moving pianos, but now that I know that, I'm not a widow, I think I'll hire one.
That's just so stupid. Okay.
But it makes you wonder, though, like, what was going on to make them even think of these laws? Like, what the hell?
I have no clue, buddy.
I mean, were lawyers taking advantage of widows and
They must have been. They must have had a lot. You know, you got a lot of bad people probably back in the day, especially in the South. You're in the West, so you got to realize something. Back in the 18th century and the early 19th century, um, you have to realize that it was Western out there, man. It was wild, wild West where you're at. It was cattle ranchers and cowboys, Indians. You know, it was the dirty West, and it wasn't really a place to raise your family neither. So I'm sure they had to come up with some strange laws because I mean, you gotta know most of them cowboys weren't educated.
They weren't.
Well, cowboys actually was a gang back then, but
I always thought they were just plain dumb. Bless their hearts.
yeah, but no, it was rootin' tootin'. It was rough. That'd have been crazy living back then, man.
Well, there's a few more on this list. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. This is an Idaho state law. Uh, this one's statewide. It's illegal to cut off your friend's head with an axe.
I'm sure.
So, Yeti, if you ever come visit me, you're safe.
Here,
Sorry, I shouldn't make that joke, but golly, what the hell happened to make that a law? I mean, jeez. I mean, was that a problem? Were people cutting off friends' heads with axes? I mean, like, what the heck?
he really wanted his ears lowered.
That's like giving someone a haircut with a lawnmower. Come on now. Don't try that at home, folks. Don't try that at home.
You gotta say that these days.
In Idaho Falls, 88 miles per hour is the speed limit for riding a motorcycle. Or no, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. If you're over the age of 88, you can't ride a motorcycle. Excuse me.
Wow.
Okay, here's the Mormon influence right here. This next one. It is illegal in the state of Idaho to ride a merry-go-round on a Sunday.
Okay.
I mean, some of these aren't funny. They're just dumb. All right, let's see what we got here.
I would still like to know what the heck they were doing.
Well, it just makes you wonder, like, again, like, okay, the merry-go-round, that's probably some religious thing from way back when. Okay, I kind of understand it all. I don't agree with it. Like, I could see that one. But the one about cutting off your friend's head with an axe, like, what, what happened? I mean, and how do we get here? Why are we even talking about this? I don't even know.
Well, murder was illegal. I mean, damn, that would be considered murder.
Yeah, I mean, it is illegal. So I don't understand why this is even necessary.
Well,
I mean, yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Well, you remember I started building that medieval village thing on your stream last night?
yeah.
I stayed up all night and finished it.
Really?
I went to bed at 4:30.
Boy.
And we listen, but we don't judge. No, I'm just kidding.
And we listen and we don't judge.
Oh, the camera's not even on me. You can't even see this. Shoot. Well, I'm building the top of it. Sorry, guys. I'll when I'm done, I'll pull the camera back a little bit so you can see it. It is kind of messed up right now, but So when's your next stream, Yeti?
Hell if I know. No, I'm joking. Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Hell if I know.
So are you doing streams pretty much just once a week now, or are you kind of doing them whenever, or?
Whenever I feel like it, basically.
Okay.
If I have something to work on, I would. I mean, I could build my Voltron. I do need to do that.
Voltron is one that I really wanted to get but never got.
I had to have it. When I saw him, I said, yeah, I have to have him.
Well, I think the most favorite part of the Voltron show was, of course, when he transformed into Voltron. Right. He did almost every episode.
And now for him dead.
Oh, and speaking of dumb things, I actually saw this on the internet yesterday. I didn't watch it because the title was enough to tell me how dumb it was. It was a video that said like 15 reasons why GoBots are better than Transformers, and I was like, yeah,
hell no. It's just like these 90 kids that were born in the 90s trying to make top 100, top 300 NES games and never mention The Legend of Zelda, the first one.
Now that's a crime right there. Legend of Zelda is legendary.
The first one is the best.
You know, it's really funny. I still have my NES system downstairs plugged into the TV, and I have Zelda.
I do too. My NES is right in front of me.
You know what's crazy, though, about that?
I was a gaming collector before I became Lego.
Oh, yeah. I still have my original Television 2 console.
Completely. I have my original television, bro. I do have a CRT television.
Well, it came complete with Pitfall and Frogger, and I can't remember how many times I stayed up way past what I was supposed to. And I'll tell you what, I was awful. I used to wait for my parents to fall asleep, and then I'd turn on the TV and start playing it. But then I also made sure that I always closed the door real softly so they couldn't see the lights from the TV. Turn the sound down, and I used to play to my heart's content. It's a good thing my dad's not watching.
I definitely get up on the first go because then they'd want to take shit from me. I've done that.
Well, my dad was real strict, but I think I pushed my limits anyway. I mean, who wouldn't, right?
You gave him reasons, I bet. I guarantee you probably gave him reasons. Having that man contemplating his life and that. Why me, Lord? No, I'm joking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, this is a really long string. Okay, let's see what I got to do here. Oh, I do need to tie it off. Okay, cool.
The only thing that's good out of that set right there is that crane.
Yeah, I don't really care. I like the subway car, but I think it's really stupid how the police garage doesn't even fit a small police car all the way in there. Would it really hurt Lego to beef that up a little bit? Probably not. All right, cool. But Lego, you know, Lego. Hate the company, love the product. So do you think they outdid themselves with this Death Star?
Yeah, I think they overachieved. I think it's finally gonna hit them. I do think that a lot of people are not gonna buy it. I do know that a lot of people will buy, but there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna not be like what they're thinking it's gonna be. You know, if they would have made a complete Death Star and it would have been able to open in the middle, and you would have had hinges on one side of it to where you could open it, you know, and have all these battle scenes in that on both sides, but have a complete Death Star, they'd have made money. They'd have made a lot of money.
That would be really cool. And if I didn't have 5,000 other projects going on right now, I think I would attempt that to do my own. Because I really don't like it when Lego shortchanges us. I really don't. And
I don't either.
I've redone plenty of sets in my day.
That's why I was shocked whenever I saw how cheap the Santa Claus is, the buildable Santa Claus that's coming out.
Probably because there's no license fee. Yeah. So we're not paying the Disney tax, as they call it.
I can't wait to see what the Winter Village sets are going to be, because that's going to be in November.
Yeah, I did look at the Hog-Meats Village today.
That's a ripoff.
What's that?
That's a ripoff.
Yeah, that's why I'm not getting it.
Damn, man, that's worse than Diagon Alley. They're printing out too many pieces. I really do think it's a couple of factors that's driving the price up. Once they're greedy, number one, that's greediness. Number two, molding and new parts, because it's about $200,000 to $300,000 for moldings. And then you have let's see. So the third one would be,
Well, I would think licensing, if there is licensing.
And the licenses, that's the third one. That is the third one. That is the license and the character license and everything. That's the reason why the Pirates of the Caribbean shit, the stuff's so expensive.
Well, yeah, they didn't even call it the Black Pearl, though. They called it Jack Sparrow's boat or whatever.
It's $100 more for that crap.
I'm just going to adjust my camera.
Come on, RC, really?
All right, so let's just take a quick moment to recap what we did today. The first thing we built was this lovely police car. And then second, we built this little fire vehicle. And then we built the subway car. That was next. And I do hope to be able to acquire some of these. Sometimes people break up sets and sell the individual, the cars and stuff. And I hope to be able to do that. Then we built this little spaceship. Then we built the garage. And then now we got the crane going. And that's as far as we're going to get today. There are 8 more bags. We got through 8. And I just want to thank you here. And if you guys haven't caught his channel before, please go seek him out. It's the Cajun Yeti with no spaces. And
I wouldn't want to find my channel.
Well, guys, thank you for being here, and hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. And be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.
What? No love, piece of chicken grease?
Good night. I'm just going to end it over here on Rumble.
And the first time I ever saw that off of the pet.